Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited to be here. It is day one of the Morning Magic Challenge. I hope that it has started off phenomenally for you. Let me just make sure that Facebook has caught up with me here. Um, I am a coffee drinker in the morning. So I have it's 11:11 somewhere coffee mug for me. And I don't see Facebook catching up to me. So I want to make sure I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people, right? Um, if this is the first time that you've seen me on live video using Be Live, there are instructions in the chat or in the comments. Not that even the comments in the header that tells you how you can. I don't see myself. Isn't that crazy? If you can see me, please let me know. I'm going to go back over here and double check with this. There we go. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. There we go. All right. So if you want me to see your comments really fast, just click on the app.BeLive. You only have to do it once. And then those come up in my overall computer setting here. Otherwise, I have to actually go back over to the Facebook page and see that, like Candace says, hi, Candace. So do that. Otherwise, I see Facebook user says morning, I see you. So whatever fits your boat. So let's start. This is day one of the Morning Magic Challenge. For those of you who don't know me, I am Laura Clark, founder of the Wise Living Institute, where we support primarily women, a few cool, really great men, to awaken that inner knowing and align it with what is your purpose. Find your purpose if you don't know it, and amplify your purpose if you do know it, so that you can live your truth courageously, confidently, and compassionately. So we are beginning this 5-day challenge. And the first thing I want to say to you is be kind to yourself. I asked a question in the group yesterday or Saturday. What is your biggest challenge creating more morning magic? And there was a lot of kind of butting up against the I don't have time. I stay, I hit the snooze button. Family gets in the way. All of those certain challenges. And I want you to know that that's going to happen. Life is going to happen, right? But the more we create those kind of non-negotiable in our head boundaries, the better your morning magic time will come. And that is a skill, and it takes time to develop. So forgive yourself if you hit the snooze button. Allow yourself to step forward with an energy level that's a little higher than what you went to sleep with. All right. So that's the first place we want to be. If you have any questions or you're watching this replay, hashtag replay for me so that I can say hi to you and I can answer things as we go along. So day one is all about beginning before you begin. One of my dear mentors said, how you do anything is how you do everything. And I know that that's been out there in the world, but she really honed in on how you do anything is how you do everything. And I've taken that one step further. How you begin anything is how you do anything. How you create intentions around things is how you will do anything. So begin before you begin, and then this morning magic is going to unfold with less effort, with greater ease and more grace for yourself. What do I mean by begin before you begin? Set yourself up for success. As in anything, you want to see yourself being successful during your morning magic time. Right? And we'll talk about what that is, what you want to create for your own morning magic as the challenge goes along, those tools. But today is all about beginning before you begin. So the first thing you want to do before you wake up is when you go to sleep. Set your intentions that you're going to have morning magic and that you're going to do 1, 2, 3, or more rituals around that, whatever that time allows that particular day. Because, yes, there are days I have to get up and I have to be out of the house by 6 a.m. My morning magic time is going to be a little shorter. And then there are days where it can just kind of, I love my Sunday mornings because they just kind of extend a little longer. Right? And if there's something going on in my life, I'll create that little longer during the week for myself as well. So begin before you begin, even when you go to bed, say, I'm so curious as to what my morning magic time is going to bring me, the lessons, the insights, and the joy. And put yourself to sleep in that sense. A lot of people will keep a gratitude journal and write down what they're grateful for the night before so that you kind of go into that. Take it one more step and allow yourself to say, I'm so excited to see what my morning magic time will bring to me, will gift to me. All right. So that's the first thing about beginning before you begin. The second thing about beginning before you begin is really about those distractions, right? Those things that come up in the morning that distract us. And we were talking a little bit about that before. Good morning, Isra, Sandy, Candace. We were talking about all of that in that thread about what it is that kind of distracts us. Somebody said, they do it maybe half times. One day they'll do it and another day they don't. And they don't know why they don't do it on those don't days because they feel so good on days that they center in on morning magic, right? And that's just kind of setting yourself up for success the night before and saying, I feel so good when I do this. I'm going to take 3 minutes tomorrow morning. I'm going to take 10 minutes in the morning to do that so that you step into that before you go to bed. My father, who's 91, hates these things. He calls it the black box and the black hole. These things, we still have a landline in our home. So this never even enters, unless I'm sick, my bedroom. It doesn't go into my bedroom because it's, somebody was talking yesterday. I thought it was such a great thing. The scroll hole, right? They were talking about the scroll hole. I thought that was a great expression. I'd never heard it before. It's so easy to pick it up and start kind of the scroll hole, right? Or double checking those emails. Did that one person get to me? Do I have to address this? And then the mind loses all of the juice it's had in allowing the dream state and the subconscious to support you to set yourself up for success. So as best you can, don't touch this until you have to touch it. Whatever that means for you. Don't touch until you have to touch it. I have a friend of mine who says she doesn't touch it, but she has it next to her bed because she likes waking up to the alarm. It's a nicer alarm off of this than the buzz off of a clock, right? And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I tried that. So I brought it into my bedroom and I had a really nice alarm. And then I grab it and I am not disciplined enough not to go into scroll hole, right? So it left my bedroom pretty darn fast after that. So figure out ways that you can do that. The second thing about getting up in the morning that may be hard for everybody is hitting the snooze alarm, right? If you set the alarm for 6 o'clock, you're making a contract with yourself that you're going to get up at 6. If you break a contract with yourself first thing in the morning, what kind of energy is that going to supply you with subconsciously for the rest of the day? Don't break a contract with yourself. I set my alarm, and I'll go into this in a few seconds, for 15 minutes before I actually want to get out of bed. Right? And I very rarely need to hear it go off because I'm so conditioned to that time slot. So I set it up before I need to get out of bed so that I can then do the begin before you begin in the morning, right? In the email that went out, the begin before the begin in the morning is about feeling and sensing your body, your mind, your emotions when you first wake up. Feeling and sensing your body, your mind, and your emotions when you first wake up. Are they antsy? Did you have a dream that's got you a little off kilter, or are you ready to enjoy the day? Whatever that is, those are really great signs from the universe because they've talked to you during the night as to what you need to pay attention to when you get to the actual morning magic time. And sometimes I will just write those 3 or 4 ideas right down on a piece of paper. I do a lot of dream work with my clients and for myself. So I'm always kind of just writing a couple quick things down. And then I close my eyes and I recenter and I do a mini little, just a mini, I'm okay. It's going to be a great day, right? Just kind of a mini one. I go into something else, which is kind of like Morning Magic 405, right? It's kind of the advanced morning magic that I can share with you at some other point in time. But then the next thing is what I want you to focus on, and that's creating a morning mantra for yourself. Something that you will light up with whenever you say that. Good morning, Galen. Something that lights you up. Right? A morning mantra. If you have a word of the year, you might want to instill that into your morning mantra. If you are have know your purpose, like, and can say it within 3 or 4 words, and it lights you up as any purpose should, say that. But find a morning mantra that you say as you rise, not while you're in bed, but as you rise, as you get up and you put your feet on the floor, you say this morning mantra. And you say it as you're lifting your body out of bed, and then stretch to the air, stretch to the sky, and just say that mantra. So for me, some morning mantra, and they shift over time. They shift over time. One was, I am strong and powerful. I did that for a long period of time when I needed to build up my confidence. Last year, my word of the year was flourish. I flourish. I am flourishing. Notice I don't say I will flourish. I use it in present tense. Will is future positive, right? I will future. You want to say this in the present. I flourish. I am, any I am statement that you need, and stand up and own it. And then we're going to begin the morning magic as the challenge goes forward, but own that mantra. I've gone back to a mantra, using a mantra that I hadn't used for a long, long time. And that was something my grandmother used to say to me. And that was, she'd say it at bedtime, and then she'd say it in the morning. And it reminds me of her because she just was such a strong, amazing, compassionate woman, and such a role model for me and so many others. So now it's time to rise and shine, to create a day that's divinely mine, to do what's right with all my light, to just be me and spread my light. Now it's time to rise and shine, to do what's right with all my might, to just be me and spread my light. And that just wakes me up, and it makes me feel so really good. And then I go and I brush my teeth and I let the dogs out. I take my little piece of paper that says the 3 things I want to focus on when I do my deeper morning magic time. But even if I don't have time to do a deeper morning magic time, journaling, drawing oracle cards, meditating, reading, whatever that is, exercising, whatever those are, this allows me to step forward with vibrant energy. So begin before you begin. That's what this is all about. Finding that mantra that elevates your vibration as you rise out of bed. So, hi, Nancy Hall. We love those mantras. Great. So that's morning magic day number 1. I'll give you a sneak peek on day number 2 later on in the Living Your Truth community group. You'll get the email for day number 2 bright and early. And we're going to start layering these things that we're learning. I'll also come back into the group later on, either with a post or live, and ask you if you've been working on this morning mantra and what they are, and share them. Because if you share them, you are more than likely to support somebody else with their kind of concept and idea. So again, if you're here today, I hope you have a wonderful day. Work on that morning magic mantra for yourself. Begin before you begin. If you're watching this during the replay, hashtag replay and let me know that you're here so I can send you just a boost of love and light, and just have a wonderful, magical Monday morning, everybody. Okay? Take care. Big hugs.